Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory. Today's episode number 118, is not going to be a gameplay one. We've done a lot of episodes where we've played lots of games lately. So, today is going to be all about SBC packs. And they're all modelled up throughout this video. So, it's all about like the upgrade packs, doing a few different SBCs to get reward packs and new players and stuff. So, hope you do enjoy. If you do, smash a thumbs up on the video. I would really appreciate it. We've had a slight drop off this week, and I guess because it's Team of the Year and other people are packing crazy totties and stuff. But if you could keep the support going on this series and on this channel, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance. So, you know what my team's looking like. At the moment, I think I'm going to be using Balak and Best this weekend. I know I said that I would only use one lone icon. I might stick to that. I don't know. I kind of just want to use both and give them both a try. Because I wanted to use Balak this weekend after using Raul last time. However, then Best came out and I'm like, I want to use Best and I don't want to wait. Oh, we get a walkout inform, by the way. And it's Scottish left mid from Bournemouth. It is, of course, going to be Ryan Fraser, who played at Ipswich Town for a spell, actually, and if that could seem like a completely random fact to you, I support Ipswich Town, for those of you that don't know, but we get a player pick pack within it. So, I got a La Liga player in a Premier League upgrade pack. Super rare, clickbait everywhere. No, I'm not going to do that to you guys. But, yeah, so what you'll see is like a bunch of these packs, but I would love to have done them live. But with this, the thing is, when you do these packs, especially on like a Road to Glory as well, I think you have to do just a few and then recycle them and then go and do another few. And sometimes it's like you do one pack, recycle it, you know. So it's a little bit of a mishmash, and I just wanted to like sit there for a few hours and go through and do this as much as I can, or as much as I could, and it gives me, basically I just try and use what I have in the club. I didn't really spend that much money. There was the odd SBC where, so for the rubbish one, for like the lower end Prem upgrade pack, what you do is you put 11 non-rares in there. It can be from any league or whatever, and then for the premium one, you have to put 11 rares. So if it gets to a point where you've only got like 7 rares left and you want to do another premium pack, well, you go out onto the market and you pay a little bit for it, right? So I think this is another walkout right here. And we get Chilean left winger from Man United. That is Alexis Sanchez. Now, I thought that was brilliant because, do you know what? I'm not fussed about using this guy whatsoever, but this is a nice, high-rated Premier League player that I will happily, without even thinking about it, throw into an SBC along with our David Silva that we've got that's 89 rated, and hopefully other good players that we get throughout this video. It means that I'll have a lot of Premier League players that are high rated, untradeable, that I will be willing to do SBCs with. And with that, it leads me to the idea and the point of, do we do Player of the Month Van Dijk? I kind of think we should. You know, like I kind of think we should. I guess it's all really down to like how that price settles and stuff. But if he's of value, I think maybe one of the first things you'll see in tomorrow's episode or the next episode. I might double upload today depending on what we get done. But yeah, I think you might see Player of the Month Van Dijk entering our club, or maybe you won't if he's too crazy expensive. I need to see just, you know, where he settles at really to gauge whether or not he is worth doing. So, yeah, that's that. Now, it's not just Premier League ones I was doing. However, in my head, I was doing mainly Prem packs just because, of course, that does give me, like, I figured that I wanted the most chance to do Player of the Month as possible. Now, I had in my head this whole time that it was going to be Salah. Now, you know that. We've been talking about that for days, weeks even. That it's just unheard of that a centre-back would win Player of the Month. I think it's been years since that's happened. So I had in my head Salah, so I was trying to get loads of high-rated players just for the slight possibility that we might be able to afford Salah with a lot of untradeable players. But with Van Dijk, obviously that's more of a potential option for us, because obviously he's cheaper than what Salah would have been, right? So that's good. And typically you need to put like a Prem team in and stuff, so it's always useful. That's what I had in my head, that I would do a lot of Prem ones. And of course, decent Premier League Team of the Year players in packs as well. So, you know, if you somehow pack a Team of the Year Van Dijk, you can say, no way, I'm not doing Player of the Month. There's no point. I just packed an untradeable Totty version. So there was always that possibility and chance as well. Plus the rubbish packs, often I found that they literally had like 2 squad fitnesses in it. So we've gone from like 7 or 8 squad fitnesses up to like 30 odd plus. So that'll do me for a couple weekend leagues at least, which is really, really good. And a lot of them are untradeable as well, so I don't have to go out and spend on them, which is a nice one. I was lucky enough that when I was getting boards in these packs in the Prem, it was like I would get Jorginho and then I would get like Kovacic. Like I was missing out the duplicates, which was very lucky. I seem to be getting the ones that I hadn't already got. So I do have quite a lot of decent rated players that I can put into SBCs from the Prem. And then later on this video, I might have had enough stuff left in my club to do some La Liga ones as well, because you have a pretty high percentage chance of getting boards in them, and I think statistically La Liga is one of the best leagues to do the upgrade packs for. And of course, with the whole of Totty being in packs, there's quite a few decent players that you could get as well. It does seem like a bit of a myth to me though, like I don't think we'll ever pack a Totty over here, but maybe we'll keep trying. So my method, like I said earlier, was to not really spend that many coins. I wanted to keep my coin balance, but I did want to use what was in my club. So anything from like marquee matchups rewards or rivals rewards, weekend league rewards, any of that, I was willing to like throw on in, as long as they're not super high value players and stuff. I'll throw them into the SBCs for the upgrades and then just constantly recycle until I've not got enough left to do any more. So that's how I do it, and that's how I would recommend you do it as well. So I would typically use anything that was like 81 or 82 as like the highest rated players that I would use to throw into my upgrade SBCs, because when I was on the market looking to buy like Prem players to add to my squad, the cheapest rares were like 750, 800 coins, and that was literally like Zaha and stuff, so 82s. So you might think to yourself, oh, I don't want to submit an 82 into this squad, I really don't want to do it. But actually a lot of the time they're just as cheap as a 77 rated rare, so you know, don't worry too much. But I wouldn't stick 83s or above in there, of course, just because they tend, even if right now they don't hold value, they will hold value eventually, like if and when Team of the Week SBCs come out again, or like other upgrade SBCs come out, you never know. And 83s are the sort of players which go up with flashbacks, with all of that stuff. So yeah, anyway, we get stuck into more of these, and this is the part of the video where things get a little bit like, maybe I'm doing a pack here, and then I've only got one rubbish pack, and then I have to grind my way towards getting one more decent premium pack, and so forth. And when I was recording this as well, obviously I do the commentary a lot later. I'm doing this commentary for you guys Friday night. But when I do the recording, this was like Thursday evening, so you know the whole Totty was in packs, and of course Thursday evening we also got ourselves that Iker Casillas, which is interesting, and I was like, well, I'm not really that interested in it. And then I saw the price of it and the packs that you got, and like I knew I had stuff in my club that was untradeable, so I was very much interested in completing that. So we'll do that in just a moment, actually, here on the RTG. We've got a couple more boards to go though before we get to that point and start that Casillas. Walkout coming out right now, and unfortunately you don't see the blue flare, but a walkout in form is Brazilian striker. That is, of course, Willian Jose. So this is from the 50k pack. I had a couple of useless informs that were untradeable, that I stuck into the Michael Ballack SBC, which gives you a tradable 50k pack. So I thought I would cash out on them, get a tradable 50k, potentially pack a Totty, but we got inform Willian Jose and Cesc Fabregas. So that's, you know, that was a decent pack. That was probably worth like 35 or 40k to us, that pack in general, which is actually very good returns from a 50k pack, as I'm sure you're aware. So next up then, we go ahead and complete this for the TOTY Challenge SBC, or one of the TOTY Challenge SBCs, because they've been releasing a couple at a time, haven't they? And this one was for the Prime Gold Players Pack. I was unlucky enough to not see a walkout, and hugely unlucky to not get a great player. It's French, it's striker, it's, nah, kidding, Lacazette's a good pull, isn't it? You know, it's to get a Lacazette, like someone that, again, Prem 84, tends to rise in price of SBCs, like I'll take that from a Prime Gold players. If you're not going to get a walkout, it needs to be someone like that. So, flashback, Iker Casillas comes out, 91 overall rated cards, and genuinely settled at around 60k. And I was like, whoa, that's actually worth it, you know, because basically you get, I think you get like 70 or 80k's worth of packs. So basically it's like you're opening 2 packs with coins, guaranteeing yourself a free 91 rated special card in Casillas, and potentially getting other stuff in the packs. So I had a lot of untradeable stuff in the club. I can tell you for a fact, because I calculated it, I spent 40,450 coins on the tradable stuff that I bought for this squad, and the rest of it I used untradable, which obviously helped save me some coins here and there. So I spent 40k plus a few untradables on this Iker Casillas, which I think is brilliant for a special 91. Now, I don't want to use him. I'm not looking to use him, but it's one of those SBCs where I don't think you miss out on one like that. I think you do it when it's at a good price for you like that, just because it is a 91 that I'll happily throw into an SBC down the line. Get a couple of decent packs as well. Like it's difficult to not almost like break even. It's kind of, you know, we're getting close to that. Even if we get absolutely nothing from these packs, it doesn't really matter, because there's still a discard value there, or still a value there that I can quantify. And you know, so if you, even with opportunity cost, if you say this cost me like 60k, I think that's good. A 91 rated player for 60k is, I don't know what they go for on the market, but I doubt they're that cheap, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with getting Iker Casillas, and if he's still out when you're watching this video, I would recommend it if he is around that 60k mark and settled, because and if not, wait for lightning rounds and snipe the players that you need. Get everyone in your concept squad ready, and then when lightning rounds come out, people list players for stupid prices. You'll be able to get stuff 10, 20, 30% cheaper than what even what like they're saying they're settling on websites and stuff. So yeah, so unfortunately we get nothing from the Casillas packs, which is the worst case scenario, but we already had pretty much best case scenario in that we didn't really spend much to get it. So it's a bit of a write-off. It doesn't really matter, and we now have a 91 rated player that we can use or submit in an SBC or something. It's going to be difficult to use him just because I don't have Spanish centre-backs, you know. If we're thinking about doing Van Dijk, and we've already got a untradeable Thiago Silva, there's, you know, Casillas just don't fit in there, does he? So yeah, anyway, we go ahead and complete the next TOTY challenge for a premium gold players pack. Now, my club's running thin because I'm throwing everything into upgrade SBC, so it does get a little bit tough, you know. It gets a little bit difficult to go ahead and do other SBCs that have actual requirements, rather than just the upgrade ones where it's like get 30 chem, get all gold, and you're all good. But we get Gerard Moreno, and of course Spaniards had risen slightly because of Casillas, so that's not a bad player to get. And then, well, here's the next team completed as well. Well, this is moving on to marquee matchups, which I was able to do by buying maybe a couple of players, like literally just a couple. I still had just about enough in my club to complete it. And I think marquee matchups is quite decent this week, just because I know some of the packs are small variants, but there's no packs which are just like totally silver, which I prefer the ones which are mostly gold related. So I quite like the look of marquee matchups. Gives you a mega pack as well for the overall reward. Just don't do it if there are a couple of price fixed players, because I know that the Spaniards were obviously high, and there is a Spanish requirement in this, but they were high from Casillas. So do it during lightning rounds if you're going to do it, right? Or use untradeable stuff that you've already got in your club that you couldn't sell anyway. So, packs-wise, from marquee matchups, we did manage to get an inform. It's English striker Troy Deeney. Now, we got him earlier, untradeable. This one's tradable, and I already got rid of one earlier. I used him in that Michael Ballack SBC to get the 50k pack. So I actually think eventually I list that Troy Deeney and just make 11 or 12k off of him, just because, hey, why not? Like, he's getting released so often that he's never going to go up in price. I doubt anyway. So I just made the coins on him, you know. But Cambu in the next pack, not amazing. I think this is where we might have moved on to, oh no, they're still on marquee matchups rewards, I guess. Because right towards the end of the video here, we move on to do a couple La Liga packs just to see if we can get boards, because apparently they were more likely to happen than in the Prem. And I already had so many 83s and 84s that I'd packed from the Prem upgrade packs that I was getting a little bit worried that I was going to start getting duplicates, and at that point it makes it difficult. Do you discard an 84 or an 85 from the Prem or not, you know? And obviously I didn't really want that to happen. So we move on to a couple of La Liga packs, a couple of half decent ones and a couple of the premium ones. We do get boards in I think one of the bad ones actually, and it is going to be Adan. So we get an 83. As boards go, it's as bad as it can get, but hey, it's a Spaniard. If I hadn't already have done Casillas, the play might be to do a bunch of La Liga upgrades and try and get La Liga players like that to do your Casillas SBC, and it'll feel like it's free actually at that point. So that might be the play, by the way, if you're going to do Casillas, do a bunch of La Liga upgrades and use those players, because someone like Sergio Roberto, who costs 10k, you don't see a value of that when it's untradeable, right? So if you want to get Casillas, then go ahead and do it like that. So yeah, I know this has been a bit of a muddled episode with lots going on in terms of packs and different packs. You don't know where they've come from, but it's either been from premium upgrade packs, regular upgrade packs, marquee matchups, TOTY challenges, Iker Casillas flashback SBC. So the club is now kind of low, but we've got a couple players, like after spending all of the players in our club, which we didn't have that many, we've come away with a couple of informs, like walkout informs. We've come away with Alexis Sanchez. We've come away with Iker Casillas. I feel like we've net profited in terms of decent high rated players that can go into SBCs, and that's exactly really what I wanted to do. Another La Liga one right here. I don't think this one's going to be boards or anything really. No, it's unfortunate, but we get ourselves, I don't know his name. Oh, Toko Ekambi. All right. And then that's going to be, I think, our last pack for this episode. I know it's been a slightly longer episode today, but it's just been full of packs. I think this is what I'm going into the weekend league with. Potentially not with Ballack, potentially with Ballack, potentially with a different Van Dijk. We'll see what happens at the start of the next episode. Guys, smash a thumbs up on the video. Let me know how you're getting on with upgrade packs, team of the year packs, all of that stuff in general. Subscribe if you're new around here. Have a lovely day, everyone. I'll catch you next time. Peace.